Mini episode 1522 of the FDH Lounge is brought to you by Sportsology, delivering unconventional columns and webcasts about sports, TV, music, movies, and more. Follow them on the web at sportsology.com.
The FDH Lounge. You'll want to schedule your life around it.
A long time ago, on a gloomy, wet Cleveland spring night, two men stand alone amidst the late-night drizzle. Their voices echo across the vacant station parking lot as they debate the merits of the great American radio show that have been missing for far too long. On that night, an idea was born. That idea became the FDH Lounge. Welcome to the FDH Lounge.
Hello and welcome to FDH Lounge Mini episode 1522, the weekly FDH football preview show. I'm FDH Managing Partner Rick Morris here with our fantasy and non-fantasy preview for Week 2 of the 2022 NFL season, as well as a look at Week 3 of the college football season. For last week's college picks, we are 4-3 and are 5-5 for the season. Here's what we've got this week. Oklahoma minus 10.5 over Nebraska. Penn State minus 3 over Auburn. Georgia minus 24.5 over South Carolina. Oregon minus 3.5 over BYU, and Florida State minus 2.5 over Louisville. In the NFL, we're going for our fourth season since 2016 of being profitable, i.e. above 52.4%, picking every game of the season. Last week we were 9-7, 2-1 on the Big Three, and 1-0 on the lock. Here's our picks for this week. The LA Chargers plus 4 over Kansas City. Pittsburgh plus 2 over New England. The New York Jets plus 6 over Cleveland. Miami plus 3.5 over Baltimore. Detroit minus 1.5 over Washington. The New York Giants minus 2 over Carolina. The LA Rams minus 10.5 over Atlanta. Denver minus 10 over Houston. Arizona plus 5.5 over Las Vegas. Cincinnati minus 7.5 over Dallas. Chicago plus 10 over Green Bay, Buffalo minus 10 over Tennessee, and Minnesota plus 2 over Philadelphia. For our Big Three, it's Tampa Bay minus 2.5 over New Orleans, and San Francisco minus 9.5 over Seattle. And in the 1,000-star gold-plated lock of the millennium for NFL Week 2, it's Indianapolis minus 4 over Jacksonville. Now for our fantasy football segment. Remember, we strongly discourage fantasy overmanaging. You don't pull your top guys unless they're hurt or on a bye, period. Don't let the matchups or everything geeks tell you anything different. Here's our list of guys that you go with as long as you're confident that they'll be playing. QB, Josh Allen, Tom Brady, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Kyler Murray, Aaron Rodgers, Matthew Stafford, and Russell Wilson. Running back, Nick Chubb, Dalvin Cook, Austin Eckler, Najee Harris, Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey, Joe Mixon, and Jonathan Taylor. Wide receiver, Devontae Adams, Jamar Chase, Stephon Diggs, Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, CeeDee Lamb, and Deebo Samuel. Tight end, Mark Andrews, Travis Kelce, George Kittle, Kyle Pitts, and Darren Waller. Remember, our Thursday night game picks and fantasy recommendations are up every week on our Twitter page at the FDH Lounge. Now here's our non-gimme picks for the week. We like 3 QBs, Derek Carr, Kirk Cousins, and Matt Ryan. We like 11 running backs, Saquon Barkley, James Conner, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Ezekiel Elliott, Antonio Gibson, Kareem Hunt, Josh Jacobs, Aaron Jones, David Montgomery, Javonte Williams, and Jeff Wilson. We like 13 wide receivers, Rashad Bateman, A.J. Brown, Marquise Brown, Brandon Cooks, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Christian Kirk, Terry McLaurin, DK Metcalf, Juju Smith-Schuster, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Courtland Sutton, and Mike Williams. And we like 5 tight ends, Pat Freiermuth, Dallas Goedert, T.J. Hawkinson, David Njoku, and Dalton Schultz. Thank you for joining us for this week's FDH Football Preview Show.